The world is a circle without a beginning, and nobody know where it really ends. Everything depends on where you are in the circle without a beginning. Nobody know where the circle ends.
And one man will be seen followed by 40 women. It's just a symbolic number. It could be 30-something, it could be 50-something.
Yeah.
And one man will be seen followed by 40 women to be their guardian, meaning as a husband or protector, because of scarcity of men and great number of women. You see that?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I don't know why men are all gone, only women left. I mean, only a few men left, and a lot of women left. And where did all the men go? The prophet, peace be upon him, just predicted that.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
I hope, I pray this is not about our time. But I was telling you already, the Omicron could make that happen.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Looks like heavens want to destroy all humanity, eventually, gradually and eventually. Okay? Huh? So, even when you have gold, but at that time as such, predicted in here, is useless for you. So, if people don't turn around, be charitable, be compassionate, be benevolent, then nothing is useful to them. And even at that time, when you have even 40 women that readily offer themselves to you, what's the use of that? Will you have enough gusto to even enjoy it? Or even good mood to enjoy that?
Right,
Yes,
Master.
Enjoy all this gold and all this woman. Because at that time, there's not enough competition of men. So you can have even 40, 50 women to yourself as wives or whatever. And I don't know any man that would enjoy that. But maybe still, many people don't care if the world goes under. So maybe they just take care of their own selfish interests and situation.
Yes, Master.
It's possible, but I don't think so. At that time, if the world went so deserted like that, I don't think any man would enjoy anything, or even woman, yeah?
Yes.
They just have to stick together, because women don't have anyone to rely on.
Yes. Yes.
Not enough men for them. Not enough men so that one woman has one man, or even 2-3 women with one man.
Yes, Master.
Even 40 women together with one man, because of the scarcity of men at that time. My God. But during the Prophet Muhammad's time, peace be upon him, because of the persecution from the powers that be or some established religion at that time, many of his men had been killed also, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And then so he had to tell his men, followers, whoever was still alive, to take in other family members, other families, other women and children and all that, and take care of them as if they are their wives.
Yes, Master.
You know, equally taking care and equally sharing his wealth or whatever he has, if he can afford it.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Of course, he say whoever can afford it, not the poor person who cannot even take care of himself. How can he take care of one woman?
Yes, true.
Yeah, so that's what is that. If people continue to have war, then many men will die also.
Right, Master.
Not just to wait for the end of the world or anything yet. Because men are going out in battle, you see, mostly.
Yes.
And if they all die, then we'll be short of men also.
Yes, Master.
So one man has to take care of 40 women. Can you?
No.
You be happy?
No, Master.
No?
No.
I thought men like men and women.
Well, that's a lot, but that's too much.
Yeah. If you have one woman already, I don't know if you can deal with it. Not to talk about so many, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, poor men. Sometimes men, they imagine the more women, the better, you know, they fancy this and that, but they don't know. They don't know the more women, the more they are in trouble.
Yes.
In Vietnam, we say, if you have one woman, then you will lay on a bed with silk. If you have 2 women, you will sleep with the hog, swine, people outside. You know, in the hog people store.
Yes. Yes.
And if you have 3 wives, then you sleep all alone. You choose. You have only one woman here, and you have a lot of trouble with me, don't you?
Yes.
I expect a lot from you. Well, you're doing good job anyway. I just correct sometimes, but you're doing good. Okay, huh?
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Master.
Blessed by God that gives you so much talent and ability. We thank God for that.
Thanks, God. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Those paragraphs now done. I read you another one. We still have time?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Master.
Volume 2, Book 24, number 499. Narrated by Aisha. A lady along with her 2 daughters came to me asking for some alms, but she found nothing with me except 1 date, which I gave to her, and she divided between her 2 daughters. But the mother did not eat anything herself, and then she got up and went away. Then the prophet, peace be upon him, came in, and I informed him about this story. He said, whoever is put to trial by these daughters, and he or she treats them generously with benevolence, then these daughters will act as a shield for him from hellfire. It's another kind of charitable story, huh?
Oh, yes, Master.
And the moral we can learn from it. Yeah.
Yes.
Meaning, if you will selflessly serve others, you will be shielded from hellfire.
Yes.
Because those persons who you are benevolent to, they will shield you. They will pray for you, for example, yeah? They will think good of you and do all things to make you comfortable in this life, by prayers and also in heaven, so that you don't have to go to hell. It's just another lesson of selflessness,
Yes.
of charitableness, of benevolence,
Yes, Master.
that you always need to consider others before yourself.
Yes.
If you have no other choice. Like this woman, she begs for alms, but she has only 1 date. And even then, she didn't eat. She gave it to her 2 daughters instead.
Yes.
So this is a kind of a selfless sacrifice.
Oh, yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
As I told you many times also before, whenever I try to do something good for others, I benefited without knowing, without expecting it in advance, or without knowing that it would come out also good for me. Yeah, and sometimes just good for me, and those others didn't need.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Even though in the beginning I thought they would need it, that's why I do this, do that. For example, even for my dog, people
Yes.
later it turns out they didn't need, but it was just exactly good for me, without me even planning it. Yeah, I did not plan that before. I did this and that just for dog people, comfort. And then it turned out that it was good for me, beneficial to me,
Oh, yes, Master.
either security-wise or comfort-wise or any other thing, or even spiritually. Many times before I went out to pick the dog people, poo,
Yes, Master.
and then my spiritual level went up.
Oh.
Long time ago, many decades ago. Yeah. And also, sometimes I just went and cleaned the people who live in ashram.
Yes, Master.
At the time, I had quite a few residents, and they did not clean their bathroom and toilet. I went quietly and cleaned all of them.
Yes.
And my spiritual level just went up too. And it's very obvious to me. Not that I knew about it, not that I thought about it or planned for that. You can feel the spiritual level has gone up, just gone up, very obvious, very clear.
Wow.
Many times. It's just an example, okay?
Yes, Master.
Just an example. I did not want to scold them or anything. I just went and cleaned it for them because it's so bad, so filthy. The bathroom and all that, they did not clean well. The men, you are men, you know what men are. I hope you clean yours, okay?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
That was long time ago. And also, like one time I went on a hunger retreat just to pray for people who are in a hungry situation. And then my spiritual level also went up. I could feel it. At that time I was not as high level, but I could feel it go all the way up my spine, go up. I felt very clearly different chakra open, pong, 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 pong.
Wow.
And I went from one chakra to another so quickly. If not, I probably wouldn't have enough power now, to go to, if it didn't all open and easily, I wouldn't have been able to jump to the next level or go to visit another more spiritually valuable outlet.
Yes,
Understand,
Master.
Master.
Yes, Master.
Nowadays, it's still like that. Different spiritual levels or outlets.
Yes.
Yes.
You cannot just jump from one to high heaven. You have to go step by step also. And even if you know one spiritual outlet, you have to go there first, even though it's lower. Because if you don't go there, you cannot go to a higher one later. Just like the steps, you know the ladder?
Yes.
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 Even though the lowest ladder steps, you have to step on it.
Yes, Master.
And then you go up. Spiritually, it's similar, but you have to wait until you're ready for the next one.
You're right.
Otherwise, number one, heaven won't tell you. Number two, if you go there, you won't benefit.
Oh.
Or you even harm yourself if the power is too strong.
Oh.
And you're not yet ready or not yet protected. Because you have a physical body also, you have to train it.
Yes. Yes.
Just like if you want to climb mountains, go to mountain climbing, you have to train even.
Yes,
All
Master.
right, Master.
I didn't know that. The people who climb mountains, the special ones, I mean the professional ones, they climb a lot.
Yes.
They go often. They have to do training first. Because you have to carry things, maybe you have to have stamina.
Yes.
Yes,
You
Master.
have to get physically ready. Yeah, you have to train to get used to also physical labor because you are walking. You don't drive a car up there. You have to walk like steep mountains, steep hills and all that, and you have to carry your own supplies.
Yes. Right.
And you have to get used to protecting yourself. When you sweat profusely, you could get sick,
Yes,
Oh,
Master.
yes.
get a cold or things like that. And if you are not trained, you are not used to the high altitude, then maybe the oxygen is too little for you.
Yes.
And you can swoon or you can get sick or you can die even.
Yes.
Even people who climb the Himalaya, if they climb Mount Everest, they had to train themselves very hard before that. Otherwise, you're not used to so much snow and very thin oxygen up there.
Yes.
And the cold and the wind and climbing a steep mountain. It's not easy.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
You have to train first in a more favorable, comfortable environment before you go into this extreme. Otherwise, many people die up there too, with the extreme weather and also unpredictable situations as well,
Yes.
and physical demands.
Yes.
Even then, they have like laborers to help them carry things. It's still not all the help that you need. You yourself must be fit and knowledgeable and used to with the harsh environment first and the difficult climb.
Oh, yes, Master.
And just because you think you're small, and doesn't mean you're just small at all. This time you want la 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 la. To someone else you are big,